Welcome to another Kindy Manager tutorial. In this very short, simple tutorial, we're going to look at how the parents will be signing in and signing out using the kiosk on a daily basis. To demonstrate that, we're going to log in to the kiosk. We'll just be looking at the demonstrational data. Here we have two classes. The parent will walk up to the kiosk and be expected to identify the class that their child is booked into. We'll use the baby's room, and I'll use the first child here, and we're going to be dropping the child off. So you can see that the drop off and pick up times are empty. So therefore, when we select the child, we identify the parent, and the first thing we do is we need to put a signature in here. Only when the signature is complete can the confirm button be pressed. It's confirmed, and the time and the signature is recorded. So if we just repeat that process, we'll use the second child here, identify the parent or guardian. Looking up here, we can see that the time can be modified slightly, 5 minutes ahead or behind. For any reason you need to do that. If you're signing a child in where it had not been signed in the morning, and we need to sign the child in the afternoon, we can touch the actual time itself. So you're clicking onto the white square with the time, and here of course you can move the times to reflect the actual time that you dropped your child off when you forgot to sign them in. So we can confirm that. And again, sign the child in if that's a signature that needed to be confirmed. Then of course the child can be signed out, but they cannot be signed out until they're signed in. So if a parent arrives in the afternoon and they go to sign out, they'll be asked first of all to sign in. So they may need to alter the time. All right. Now, we can cancel there if that's the wrong child, and we can return to the classes. In this particular screen here, we've got the blue button down the bottom indicating that there are in fact some students that have not been signed in or out from the day before. So once the kiosk moves from one day to the next, the previous signatures that would be missing will appear as pending signatures, and you can go in there by touching the blue button and finding out who has not signed their child in or out. The child that has not been signed in or out could very well have been absent. So if we just go into pending signatures again, we can select the child, identify the guardian. Now this time, when they sign, they have the time in and out. Now the time in is the beginning of the session, and the time out is the end of the session that they were booked into. Again, they need to make a signature impression here before the buttons will be highlighted, where the parent can identify that they were absent, or in fact this is the true time. So if the child was absent, they'll simply press the absent. So you're marking them as absent. Yes, we do. We've saved that. They don't have to make two signatures, they're just one. So if we look at another child who's needs to be signed in from a previous day, we can make our signature. However, we did just forget to sign them in, so I might want to alter the times. We didn't get there until 9:45, and I'll confirm that, but we left then at, say, 4 o'clock. Let's confirm that. And so we can alter the times in and out and confirm. All right, and going back to the classes here. So now we're going to simply go to sign a child out. So again, we'll identify the class. We can sign a child out that has been signed in, so the parent would come and identify. We'll use our first child again, identify themselves again. Now it's talking about the sign out time, looking at the time that would be the times read from the kiosk itself. So we can accept the time, make the signature, confirm, and of course we can see now the child has been signed in and signed out. If we do not sign the child out, again the following morning they will be confronted with, you have a pending signature, and as the parent selects the child, they'll be asked for the missing signature. All right, so coming back to the main screen. Now every time we've signed in and signed out, if I do that, you'll notice that we've gone into the baby's room. We'll sign our child out, and it returns then to the list of children in the baby's room. Now that's all right if this kiosk is dedicated to the baby's room and might be just simply outside the baby's room or inside the baby's room. However, we can select an option with our PIN number. We can bring the menu out, look into kiosk settings. This is covered in the other tutorial, which I encourage you to look at, setting up the kiosk for the first time. So this is just a refresher. And here I would like to have the kiosk return to the list of classes rather than the list of students. So I'm going to select that, and once again we will go back home, and now I'm going to sign a child. I'll sign the child, that one's already been signed as absent. We will come into, I'll have to sign someone in. So we're going to sign them in, but of course they came at 8:30. We'll sign. Now when I confirm, it won't go back to the list of children, rather it comes back to the list of classes. So we did that under the kiosk settings. That really is all that we're asking the parents to do. Sign in, sign out, and if there's any pending signatures, make sure you've got the times correct, enter your signature, and then make today's signature at the appropriate time. So that's it. Told you it was simple. Don't forget, if you want more details on getting the kiosk set up, look at setting up the kiosk for the first time. Thank you.